No moi kaikki, it is Joinen, and recently I've noticed a trend absolutely taking over YouTube. Quiz channels. Here's just like a random one, Quiz Blitz. They have these videos like, guess who's dancing 100 times speed, and then the video is just like regular dances. First of all, that's not 100 times speed, but they just take a popular dancing video, put a filter over it, and then you have to guess what it was, which I feel like is insanely easy, but this is a big thing. It's not just Quiz Blitz. There's The Quiz Show, Quiz Monster, Quizalicious, Quiz Plug, Power Quiz, and this is just what I picked up just from like a quick search. There's like an infinite number of these quiz channels, and they're all trying to get a little piece of this pie, which is quiz content on YouTube. And sure, we could look at the content, but it will probably definitely absolutely get copyright claimed because it all uses music, but also they're not that interesting to watch. I feel like they're more of like a game that you can just play on your own in your own time. But if we know anything about these types of trends that feel, let's say, kind of easy to make if you were some sort of content farm, you know whose ears have perked up. Some executive in some Eastern European country woke up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, panting. What is this feeling I have? Quick, I must get on YouTube. Quiz channels, said the Brightside executive in charge of making new Brightside channels. The people behind Brightside, the Soul Publishing. Soul Publishing is the name of the group, and they want a piece of this pie. And so, of course, Brightside had to create Brightside quizzes. But they weren't gonna just make the quizzes. Brightside quizzes attempts to capitalize on the quiz trend by Brightside quizzes will entertain you with some riddles. So, it's the riddles that were probably already on 7-Second Riddles, also owned by the Soul Publishing, but we're calling them quizzes. We're gonna find out what the Brightside Quizzes channel is all about. Is it just a rebranded 7-Second Riddles? We're gonna find out. Let's go with this one. You'll need to solve these riddles to escape from the jail.
Imagine you got into a portal leading to the multiverse.
What? Okay, this is not 7-Second Riddles. This is definitely not 7-Second Riddles. 7-Second Riddles never started with, imagine you went through a portal leading to the multiverse.
It's like a trip from one world to another. You'll have to solve completely different, random, strange, and psychedelic riddles. Listen carefully, and you'll solve them all.
What? Brightside, what have you done? We've created this whole, like, cinematic backstory? This is a step above the riddles we used to watch.
One prisoner has been in a dungeon for many years. His room is small, dirty, and cold.
It's not even, like, animated. We're using, like, actual photos and stuff. I'm invested now.
There's a table with delicious food on it in the next room, behind the iron door. Somebody brings new food every week. The door leading to this room is about several inches thick.
Oh gosh, we're getting serious details.
During all these years, the prisoner somehow manages to get into that room and enjoy delicious food. How does he do it?
What? How? Well, I feel like maybe I wasn't listening enough. You don't get long, do you? You're just supposed to already know. That bar probably takes about as long as it would take for the explanation to get out of your mouth. Hold on. I feel like I've really missed some key details here. He was in a cell and the door frame was several inches thick and there's food on the other side. How did he do it? The door's unlocked. So this is a new channel, clearly. This feels very different to 7-Second Riddles. And so we don't know how these riddles work. 7-Second Riddles was always kind of dumb, but maybe there'll be logic to this one. I think let's give ourselves a pass for the first one, just to see what kind of answers we're working with, because we don't even know the scope here, like.
No one mentioned the door to that room was locked.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Someone in the chat said it. Now that we know what we're working with, let's see the next one. Why was he in there if the door was locked? Why is he hanging around?
A lonely wanderer passes.
This looks sick. This shot here, whoever did this, good job. This is far better than 7-Second Riddles, despite the terrible answer.
Through the sands of the Sahara. He notices the outlines of an ancient temple in the distance. Food and water are inside this building. He's approaching the building.
Are they all going to be about someone trying to get food?
But a huge sphinx appears in front of the entrance.
Wow.
It tells the wanderer that the way inside the temple is only allowed to those who can solve the riddle.
Okay.
Tell me, wanderer, you have 3 body parts that begin and end with the same letter. Name them, and I'll let you through. The
He'll let me
sphinx
through.
says. The eye, says the wanderer. Without thinking twice,
We're getting the answers?
he names the second body part. It's the throat. Time passes. He still can't name the third body part. The Sphinx demands an immediate response. What should the wanderer answer?
I mean, I feel like I'm cheating by pausing, but, the boob!
It's the second eye.
Wait, chat got it. My answer was better. There's gotta be others as well.
An old sailor picked up a treasure chest from the seabed. As soon as he takes 1 gold coin from there, a pirate appears in front of him. How dare you touch my treasures? The pirate says. You're doomed to spend half your life at sea and the other half on land. The sailor is old and he doesn't know how much time he has left to live. How can he spend half of his remaining life in the water?
Huh? What? wait. Oh, he's a sailor. He wants to be on the water, yet spend half his life on the land. Does he just sleep on the land? It's got to be that. He just sleeps on the land.
He can do it if he spends 1 day at sea and the other day on land.
Excuse me? Excuse me. What kind of an answer was that? How can he spend the rest of his life at sea? Answer is, you don't. Did that just make no sense? I'm loving the visuals, but these riddles are infuriating.
You're out of luck. You find yourself on a small island during the battle of 2 phoenixes. There's fire everywhere. You run away towards the shore to the opposite part of the island. It's covered with dry grass. The wind drives the flame in your direction. You can't...
The setup for these is like, I'm there. Like, they're doing such a good job. They just need to put a little bit more effort into the answers for these riddles.
hide in the water because the Kraken is over there. How will you escape from the fire?
Hold up, what? There's dry grass and sand, fire coming towards you, and there's a Kraken. How will you escape from the fire? Get eaten by the Kraken.
You need to move away from the shore in the direction of the approaching flame and set the grass on fire. The wind will spread the fire you started towards the sea. The main fire has not reached you yet. You're standing on the site between 2 fires going in one direction. As soon as the small fire reaches the sea and goes out, you come to the shore and wait for the main fire. It won't reach you because there's nothing left to burn.
Right! I feel like such an idiot. I didn't think of that. It was so obvious. Oh my gosh. Bro, the timer that they gave you was like a quarter of the length it took him to explain it. It would have wet the grass. I don't even know what he said. I don't know. It was just a lot of details, and it was so specific.
You've spent several days in the jungle in search of an ancient artifact. You
All
have
right.
a spear, a bottle of water, and a flashlight.
I love the setups. Like, they just need to follow through a little bit better. This is like really quality stuff.
You climb a hill and look at the rainforest. You hear the sound of crunching branches from below. You notice a lion. What will you do? Use a spear? Scream to scare away the animal? Or should you give it some water? Make up your mind. Time's running out.
Is this a multiple choice? I'm gonna drink water and then...
You've noticed the lion, but who said the lion had noticed you? Just wait for it to leave.
Yeah. Not how multiple choice works.
An old man is sitting in the hall among young students. He can hardly see the teacher who entered the hall. The teacher carefully looks at all the students and informs them that there's just one question they have to answer to pass the exam.
Here's the thing. We can call the answers dumb all we want, but maybe it's just a matter of learning their system. We can do it. We can get one of these right.
He takes a shiny billiard ball out of his briefcase and puts it on the table. Prove that this ball doesn't exist, the teacher says. The exam ends in a few hours. All students write their answers on a piece of paper, and almost all of them get a bad grade. In the end, the old man with poor eyesight approaches the teacher. He gives him a paper with only 2 words on it. The teacher gives the old man the highest score.
I know it. I know
What
it.
was written on his sheet of paper?
What ball? It's what ball?
Which ball?
Okay, same thing.
The
That
old man
counts.
wrote. Now you're in a...
In fact, I think my one counts more than his. Which ball implies that the ball is there, but maybe there's just more than one. What ball? Yeah, which ball is a worse answer?
You're looking for a werewolf. Now you're in a dark dungeon. You're looking for a werewolf to defeat it.
The Dark Dungeon? We're looking for a werewolf to defeat the Dark Dungeon? Oh, I'm looking for a werewolf to defeat the werewolf.
At this point, your torch goes out. You hear a growl behind you. It's scared.
The growl
I'm
is
sorry,
scared.
Mr. Werewolf, you say, and rush to the exit as fast as you can. You run out of the dungeon and find yourself in a field. 3 paths are in front of you. A pit with snakes, a road with scorpions, and a poisonous lake. What will you choose?
To turn around and defeat the werewolf, because that's what I was always planning on doing.
Can you see a hat on the water in the right part of the lake?
Yeah.
This means that the lake is frozen. Just run on it. As
Does
soon
it?
as you cross the lake, you see a little puppy coming out of the dungeon. It
Oh.
barks at you and runs back into the dungeon.
Okay. What did the puppy have to do with that at all?
You're in an old tavern. Robbers, wizards, and pirates are all around you. The young magician puts a small box on the table and says, "There are 3 cents in here, but only 2 coins. One of them is not 1 cent. How can this be possible?"
They're 1.5 cent coins. There's 3 cents in there, but only 2. One of them is not. Okay, one of them's 3 cents, and one of them is like $1. And it's like, I didn't say that there wasn't more than 3 cents.
What coins are inside the box?
Or one of them's not a money coin.
1 coin is 2 cents, and the other one is a 1 cent coin. The magician said that only one of the 2 cents is not a 1 cent coin.
I just feel like you're not being a good sport here. You're ruining the essence of a riddle.
But only 2 coins. One of them is not 1 cent.
He did specifically say one of them is not 1 cent. But the implication there is that one of them is not 1 cent. Like, not a single one of them is 1 cent. But what he's saying is only one of them is not 1 cent. It's just a language problem.
The magician said that only one of the 2 cents is not a 1 cent coin.
He didn't say only. That's the difference, mate. Okay? He said one of them.
You're walking through a dark forest and notice a door.
We should have kept up with the multiverse thing. I think we are. I think this is like all the multiverses we're going through. Walking through a forest, there's a door.
Just standing there by itself. You open it, take a step, and you find yourself in a wonderful pink world.
Okay.
There are pink rivers and pink trees there.
Yep.
You see a 1-story pink house and go inside. All the furniture is pink. A meowing pink cat is walking around.
Yep.
You walk down the corridor to the stairs leading to the 2nd floor. What color is this staircase?
I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if you guess something and then it's like, it's pink. You idiot. Everything's pink. 1-story house. Okay, but still though, he said there's a staircase. No, I don't care that it's a 1-story house. He said there was a staircase. So like, just because it's a 1-story house doesn't mean there can't be a staircase, right? Did he?
Down the corridor to the stairs leading to the 2nd floor.
Leading to the 2nd floor?
What color is this staircase?
So I'm so confused now because he just said leading to the 2nd floor, but it was a 1-story house. But what on earth has that got to do with the color? He's gonna be like, he's blue. It's a different house. For like, it's not related. It's transparent. Yeah, it looks transparent. I just don't even know anymore.
There are no stairs in the house. It's a 1-story building, remember?
Yeah, but I also remember you telling me that I see the staircase that leads up to the 2nd floor. So like, you can't just say to me, nah, you're an idiot because you remember that thing I said? You also said another thing that contradicts that thing. So like, what do you want me to do, man? He's gaslighting us. He's literally gaslighting us. I went off the most recent information you gave me. But you're saying the information that you gave me earlier on takes precedent because you already said it. It's existed in the universe for a little bit longer than this new information that you just gave me.
You and hundreds of other farmers roam the desert. You've lost your crops because of drought. There is almost no water. You go towards the sea to start a new life, but at this moment, clouds are accumulating over the whole plain.
Yep.
Lightning flashes in the black sky. A heavy downpour falls on the ground. All the people are screaming with joy and dancing in the rain.
Okay.
After a few seconds, you get soaked to the skin and freeze. You
What?
look around at the crowd of soaked people and notice one man among them. Despite the downpour, not a single hair on his head got wet. How is this possible?
I don't even know anymore. I don't know what you want from me. He's bald.
He doesn't have any hairs on his head because he's bald.
Yeah, you guys got it. You guys got it. What'd you sound so...
The man is bald.
He's not! He's not! He's got hair on his face. In fact, even up the side of his head. The water would still hit that, and that hair is still on his head. You dirty liar.
You wake up inside an airplane because of a loud engine. You don't remember how you got here and don't know what's going on. You get up from your chair and find no other people on the plane. You walk forward, look into the cockpit, and oh no, the pilots are not there. You look around in search of a parachute, but don't find anything. You look out the window and decide to take a desperate step. You open the emergency exit and jump out of the plane. You land on the asphalt unharmed. How is this possible?
You're dreaming.
The plane wasn't flying anywhere. It was standing still on the ground.
That explains one very small part of that story. How and why did you wake up in a parked plane without remembering anything? We're missing a whole lot of context here. I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more riddle to win me over.
You're driving a car nervously looking in the rearview mirror. No one seems to be following you.
And look, I want you to win me over because I love what you're doing with it. Your graphics and everything, they're fun. I love your settings every time. You set in this whole new world. And then you just go and I want you to be better each time. I believe it each time. And then you just go and kick me in the gut again. All right, I need to pay attention. What are the...
You're driving a car nervously looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
No one seems to be following you. The stars and the moon are not visible because of the clouds. The road seems empty. You're driving with your headlights off.
Right.
No one should notice you.
Why?
At this moment, an
Why?
old woman dressed in a black suit crosses the road. The moon is not shining. The headlights are off. She is dressed in black. Despite all these factors, you slow down, stop the car, and let the old lady cross the road. How did you notice her?
The moon's not shining. You're looking in your rearview mirror. There's a lady crossing the road and the moon isn't shining. She's got a torch. She might just have a torch. It's daytime. You guys have got it. You guys are so smart. You guys know what's going on. The visuals really lead you astray here, but
No one said it happened at night. You were driving.
I hate how it starts them off with no one said. It's get over yourself. No one said. Okay, bright side quizzes. I am conflicted. I don't know what to make of you. I kind of had fun though. As infuriating as they are, I kind of still had fun. Please don't copyright my video like you copyright claim every other video I make about any other one of your channels. I'm going out on a limb here with this one. Follow me on Twitch if you want to participate in these videos. These guys helped me out in so many of the riddles today, and that could have been you. You know, you got that one riddle right, and no one in the chat did. You could have been here. I needed you.